morning. I am so excited because the students at our school, look, see that nasty proof? That's so nasty. But hey, these folks, when you tell them to do something, if it's not a priority for them, they don't see the importance. But anyway, I digress. Um, our students have been working really hard to prepare for the Willy Wonka show. And I'm so honored that the music director allowed me to participate, allowed me to capture some of my passions, my youthfulness. When I was younger, I absolutely loved musical theater. The few shows I did as a young person and even through college, those were my happiest moments. It's as if I was able to leave the world behind and be in a more positive space. And that's the same thing I did as a kid when it came to reading. My reading took me away to different, various lands that touched a part of me that needed healing, right? So anyway, on this journey of where I am right now, I have been I've been asking God to speak to me, show me Him, show me myself, however He has to do it. And last night was opening night. They did outstanding. Of course, there were some things here and there you could polish, but overall, they did a great job. And one of the young ladies, love her to life, absolutely love her family. She sang a song and it was just so beautifully done. And the line that kept repeating was, "Just be glad you're you." The song is Cheer Up Charlie. Cheer up, Charlie. Mm-hmm. And the last line that's been reverberating in my head over there. Just be glad you're you. Y'all, I can't tell you how many times I have said I hated my life. I hate who I was, who I am. I hate how kind I am. I hate how I always want others to be happy while you're an afterthought for others. I hate how I'm overlooked. All those things, but some reason that line just kept saying, just be glad you're you. Y'all, there is nobody else in this world that's like you. You may find someone that you say, oh, that's my soulmate, or, oh, we are so similar in so many ways. But guess what? Even in those similarities, there are differences. And God purposed it to be that way. So as much as I hate different things about myself, I've encountered many kids, many adults who would say, I love how you're, whatever that attribute I say I disdained, right? We had a child have a meltdown during the show, and all the kids were trying to coddle around her and all those kind of things. And I was like, she needs some tough love. The show must go on, right? So I went out there, and she was talking to the director. And I said, okay, we got this. because I didn't want to add more undue pressure on the director, right? So I took her and we walked, and the girl was, saying all explicits, and I was like, well, because I know some teachers have told her, we know it's okay, you needed to get it out. I told her, sweetheart, you're human. You're going to have emotions. However, for the good of the group, does that help everybody? No, but I said, it's not about a but. It's not that we are disregarding what you're feeling, because your feelings are valid. They're valid. However, you're in a show with other people. Y'all work so hard for this. So if you decide to make it all about you at this moment, how would that affect the rest of the show? And your big scene is coming up. And she looked at me. So you're going to be all right. So let's go ahead and get back on stage. Let's dust it off. Let's go ahead and bottle that feeling. And when it's over, I will be right backstage waiting for you to cry on my shoulder, whatever the case is. I said, but I promise you, once you get back out there with the people who are encouraging you, who believe you can do it, what you're feeling right now won't seem as big of a deal, right? So she got on stage. She said, I just need a tissue. I said, you got it. Gave her the tissue. She went up there and she was absolutely amazing. And I wonder how many of us just need someone in our corner to pull us out those dark moments and remind us, just be glad you're you. There's nobody like you. I don't think anybody else on the in the cast could have done that role any better than she did. Just be glad you're you. So I'm going into this weekend asking God to help me to see the good. Help me to remember and be grateful that I am me. And there's nobody else like me. That doesn't mean that I have to be a pushover anymore. That doesn't mean that I have to allow people's words to dictate and lead the trajectory of my life. What it does mean is realize the greatness that's in you and how that greatness will be able to help others. The show wasn't about me, but after hearing that song, it just kept reverberating in my mind, just kept repeating over and over all throughout the night. I said, yeah, Donnie, there's so much more that God wants to do through you. But you can't stay in a dark space. Yes, dark spaces are good. Why? Because it's in the dark that things grow, right? They have to be covered under all that soil. And God shines his light on you. And it's up to you to respond and lift your hands in worship. Lift your hands in surrender. So that's all I wanted to share today before everybody else come back and come in this building. That just be glad you're you. Things are going to get better. If you're seeing this, that means you still have purpose. And I want you to win in that purpose. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.